Next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, the league season wrapping up with tournament games and huge league games. We'll have Game 2 in the De Anza Division tourney with Palo Alto and Los Gatos, the West Catholic League title game, and two rivals, Clayton Valley and College Park.
Huge games in softball, including Piedmont Hills and Branham, lacrosse with Leland and Gunn. We'll meet with the Berkeley Mountain Bike team and meet the Leland softball star playing while battling her diabetes. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We start this week in the Diablo Valley League, where three teams were tied for first place coming into this game. Two of those teams, College Park and Clayton Valley, meeting this week. College Park featuring hot-hitting sophomore Christian Encarnacion Strand, who is hitting .417 this season.
Clayton Valley has a junior who's really good, Billy Ralston, hitting .327 with 22 hits this season. The Falcons and Ugly Eagles battling to stay on top with Northgate this week. Lots of winning baseball played at College Park, and the Falcons are hoping to add another league title. Clayton Valley threatening early, but College Park goes Ian McIver to Braden Gowdy to Jackson Driver. That's a double play. Later in the first, runner on for Doug Bermudez, who muscles up and drives it in left field. Scoring is James Biles, 1-0 Ugly Eagles after one. College Park comes back in the third. Josh Nelson doing a great job taking this one the other way, deep to right center field. Racing around third and heading for home is McIver, using just some baling wire and scotch tape. It's a double for Nelson. We're tied at one. Still in the third, runner at third. One out, and Christian Encarnacion Strand does a job sending this one to left, deep enough for Sean Hall to score, and the Falcons lead it 2-1. Still in the third, two out for Jack Downing, and the big man turns on this one, sending it to left. Scoring from second is Nelson, and the Falcons lead it 3-1. The Ugly Eagles load the bases in the sixth with one out. The ball is wrapped to short. Gowdy goes the short route to get the out, but Jack Miller scores, and it's 3-2. Bottom six now for College Park. Runners at second and third with one out. Ryan Zimmerman does his job, setting the ball to center, allowing Encarnacion Strand to score. The Eagles do get the out at third. But on the mound to close it out is McIver, and using just some bubble gum and a paper clip, he gets the batter to hit it over to Driver at first, and then McIver takes the throw. And the Falcons go on to win at 4-2 to remain tied for first place with Northgate.
Kennedy and James Logan squaring off in Mission Valley League play. Top one freshman Dalton Bowling gets the Titans going. RBI single to center plates Cody Stevenson, 1-0 Kennedy, and they would add another run in the inning on a balk. Colts get one back in the bottom half. Michael Gallagher grounds one to second. Regolio Reyes does a great job of forcing a bad throw at second, and that allows Jordan Soto to trot home from third. Gallagher gets to second. Colts playing small in the second with runners on the corners. Hunter Scheid lays down a great bunt, legs it out. Scoring is Justin Berry to tie it up at 2. Two batters later, it's Soto at the dish, and it's Soto shooting one back through the middle for an RBI single. Manuel Ochoa scores. Colts score 3 times in the second to take a 4-2 lead. Soto also doing it on the defensive end. Bare hands it, fires to James Collier at first. That's when Collier looking for someone to throw to at third, and Berry heads up, runs over to cover third, takes the throw, and gets the double play. Score at 5-3-1 on the double. Colts would add 3 in the bottom half of the sixth. One of them here is Soto adds to his great day with an RBI double, scoring Scheid. Colts pick up a big league win over Kennedy, winning by a final score of 7-2, led by Mr. Soto. Contra Costa County Sports is brought to you by StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
The 8th-seeded San Ramon Valley Wolves hit the court as they visit the 9th-seed Mission San Jose. First game, a lot of back-and-forth action. The Wolves look to set it up for a spike, but Luis Kai is right there for the block. That cannot be returned and goes out for the point for the Warriors. Looking to get on the roll, the Warriors try to go for the kill, but Trey Moody gets up to protect the net with a block of his own and has the dance moves to back it up for San Ramon Valley. Late in the first now, Matt Junglass sets it up for the big hitter, Ben Weinberg, and Ben will not be denied as his blast seals the first game for San Ramon Valley. On to the second as Mission's Cy Calicota puts it up to the far side, and Rudrick Sautar comes flying in to hammer it across court for the point. but the Wolves would come right back with Jungklaas to Weinberg. The connection works again as Weinberg slams it just past the block and in as the Wolves take their second straight set. Third set, this time it's Weinberg putting it up for Jungklaas, who will give it over to Moody for a monster rip. No one's going to get that one, and the Wolves are fired up. Looking to seal the deal now. Jungklaas sets it up in front for Jack Sprague, and he will just blast it straight down for the kill. The San Ramon Valley Wolves get a clean sweep of the Warriors and advance to the second round in the NCS Division I playoffs.
Each week we bring you the Players of the Week, brought to us by the Hip Hop Department in Music Production at the Rikus Center.
Players chosen from last week's games, here are this week's Players of the Week.
Come hot Players of the Week. Risk, Rikus Center, NCS number 18, Marshall Petty, starting his journey, get your hostel ready. Only a freshman with 4 goals on the day. Not for refreshment, he just get on and play. Final score of the game was 12-11. 30 seconds left, Petty down with the element. Score to get the lead and finish off the match. With College Park B, now you might be the next. But not the Warriors though, who got on the Mount Hunter. Big on the field, opposition few outnumber. Shock you out thunder, 3 is his number. Bitch, the no-hitter, this is his summer. 5-0 last game, pursuing the title. Like oxygen to his team, he is more than vital. Striking out 7, you cannot stop him. Heading to the playoffs, you cannot top him. These are your Players of the Week.
Each week, Muir orthopedic specialists bring us great advice on sports-related injuries. Here's Kent Mercer with an event this summer to get you ready for next year.
My name's Kent Mercer, athletic trainer from Muir Orthopedic Specialists. We will be hosting our Pass to Play event on Saturday, July 30th from 9 to 3. This year we'll be combining with the Darius Jones Foundation to offer comprehensive cardiac screening with EKG, review of family and personal history, and echocardiograms on site if needed. This will take place along with our usual orthopedic and neurocognitive screening for clearance to participate in high school sports. Please go to muirortho.com, Pass to Play event, to register and for more information. We hope you have a happy and healthy summer.
Coming up, Palo Alto and Los Gatos in the De Anza division.
And the Leland softball star excelling on the field this season as she battles diabetes. Her story is next. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, the leader in innovative sports medicine, is proud to present its new 46,000 square foot facility in Walnut Creek. This new leading edge facility combines high-tech equipment, an Olympic weightlifting area, indoor turf field for training and rehab, and expanded physical therapy facilities. The new Muir Orthopedic facility features efficient and personalized check-in, spacious reception areas, and on-site digital x-rays for fast results. For the best care for your treatment and recovery, visit the doctors at Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
The Rikus Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for Core and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to Core, the Rikus Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Rikus Center.
It's a new season at Stevens Creek Toyota, and we're proud to present this year's all-star lineup. Like home run deals on Camry, the original Swagger Wagon Sienna, and our #1 player, better than par, Prius. Plus experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. They're all here, your hometown champs, only at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the final game in the Peninsula League Tournament. All the divisions coming together to find a tournament champion.
The Terra Nova Tigers had the best record during the regular season. Could the top-seeded Tigers take the tournament title as well? It's our CCS Monster Game. Our Taylor Lambert was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
Welcome to Half Moon Bay High School today, home of the PAL championship game. And no, the top seed Terra Nova did not make it. This game would be played between Sacred Heart Prep and Cappuccino. Sacred Heart was the third place team at the end of the regular season and just squeaked by Carlmont to enter this championship game 4-3. Cappuccino was the fourth place team in the regular season, and they have a host of young talent on their team, led by sophomore Trey Zahorsky. He is hitting .333 on the year and top 2 on the team in runs and RBIs. So it wasn't the top 2 teams here to play in the championship game, but it is the championship game, so we made it the monster game. We opened the game up with Sacred Heart Prep at the plate, and in the first, and oh, what an opening it is. Sean Clark with the contact, Andrew Dashbaugh at third. He's a big boy, he still has wheels on him. That'll serve Dashbaugh next year at Stanford. 1-0, second inning now. Cappuccino will answer. Armando Venegas slaps it into right. Max Steins comes in, and it's knotted at 1-1. But in the bottom of the third, SHP will load the bases up, and 2 runs will be walked in. Clark with the base on balls here as Nick O'Donnell scores. Runners on in the next inning for Cappuccino. Nicely hit ball to center, but boom! You've been O'Donnelled! Nick O'Donnell with a nice snag right there onto the fourth, and Andy Dashbaugh is doing a nice job once again. Drives this one to the right center gap wall. He would finish 3 for 3 on the day as Jack Malomfi scoots in. 4-1 score, but the Gators aren't done. Brandon Simeon with the chop. Ramon Enriquez with a nice play, but Schaefer Kramer scores. 5-1 Gators. Cap trying to get something going, but once again the defense of SHP shuts it down. Justin Harmon catches the line drive over to Jack for the double play. Pretty cool double play there, but the Mustangs will one-up him. Trey Zahorsky to Jacob Uarte, back to Ramon Enriquez at third. I told you it was a cool double play. I told you. Cappuccino can never get it going against Sacred Heart pitcher Sean Clark. Pop-up here is caught by Jack Donnelly, and the Gators take home the league tourney title. 6-1 final. Big games by Dashbaugh and Sean Clark on the bump, so we interviewed him.
We were ready for an intense physical game, and that's what we got, and a lot of credit goes to Sean Clark. I think he's made 2 or 3 appearances all year and was able to throw a complete game and give up 1 run. So we kind of rode on his shoulders and were able to come away with the championship.
I had nothing to lose. It was just my first start of the year, and I had the confidence to complete the game. We were heading into CCS. We needed to get rolling, so this is the perfect way to do it.
In Half Moon Bay with the Togo's Monster Game, I'm Taylor Lambert, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
The Gun Titans traveling to Leland for the semifinals in the Santa Clara Valley Athletic League. First half, Gun looking to get on the board first. Anna Vesey capitalizes on the penalty shot, and the Titans take a 1-0 lead. And just a few minutes later, it's Gun again, this time Vesey with the assist to Jillian King in front of the net, and the visitors are now up 2. The Titans not slowing down. This time, Lucy Augustine passes across the way to Andrea Garcia-Milla, and she wastes no time firing it in. 3-0 Gun. Still first half, 18:50 left. Check out Garcia-Milla. She comes from behind the net to slip it past the keeper to go up 4. And everyone getting into the mix for the Titans. Garcia-Milla also getting into the passing game. She connects with Jenny Lee Chen, and it's 6-0 Gun. Leland would get some offense going late into the first. Adrian Zhang finds the gap in the back of the net, giving the Chargers their first goal. And then it's Kenna Nguyen maneuvering her way in and out of defenders for the goal, and Leland pulls within 5. Second half, Gun looking for some more offense. Vesey again with the score, one of her 4 goals in this one. Leland would make a push in the second, holding Gun to just 1 goal. Nguyen putting the Chargers within 2, but that's how it would end. Gun gets the victory with a final of 10-8, advancing to the SVAL final against Palo Alto. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Jack Washer joins us now with the story of a Leland softball star and her battle with diabetes. Robert?
For Riley Ruiz, what she goes through on a daily basis isn't normal. How she gets through it is what makes her unique. If you ask Riley Ruiz, she'll say her day is normal.
I just make jokes about it, and it's all cool.
To everyone else, there's nothing normal about Riley's routine. Watching her play softball, people are amazed she's out there, given what she goes through on a daily basis.
I got really sick as a baby, and I was just losing a lot of weight really quickly. I was really thirsty. I kind of looked like a baby skeleton. My eyes were popping out. I just looked pretty goofy. We were fortunate enough to get a lucky doctor who she smelled my breath and she said it smelled fruity, so they got a diagnosis for me in time.
Riley battles type 1 diabetes every day. Juvenile diabetes affects just 5% of people with diabetes. It prevents her body from producing insulin, which you need to process sugars into your blood. With advances in treatment, handling the diabetes is nearly invisible. Unless Riley tells you, you can't tell.
She just lives her life. It's not, something that she brings out. And now that she has a pump, it's so much easier that it's so discreet. And so they even forget more, and she even forgets. And I'm like, how could you forget? You live with it all the time. So I think it's with her and it's just more communication.
Most of the year, the diabetes is easy to handle, but softball is where Riley is careful. Her blood sugar levels vary on her exercise, her sugar intake, and her mood. How about if she hits a home run?
It would probably go up. You'd see it, I have this little graph, you'd see it go whoop. So yeah, a lot of things affect it. So it's a really big deal just trying to find that balance in my life.
At all times, Riley has a pump which feeds insulin into her body, along with a Dexcom, which is a pod on her arm, which allows her and her parents the ability to check her levels constantly. Never did it come more handy about a month ago when Riley rolled over on her pump while sleeping, which cut off all insulin and forced a trip to the emergency room.
Even though this wasn't like my fault, it was kind of a equipment malfunction, I still know that I just need to make sure that even if this happens again in the future, which hopefully it won't, I need to be on it to make sure I'm not the reason why I'm in the hospital next time.
Riley knows this is a part of her. It's all she knows, but she doesn't hide from it. Instead, she embraces it.
I do like to call myself a bionic because I have so many little gizmos and gadgets on me, and it's basically an artificial pancreas, the pump that I have. So I just make jokes about it, and it's all cool.
Riley, just a special kid. She also suffers from celiac disease, so not too much she has to change there, just has to change up the diet. And I think your daughter goes through the exact same thing, so just got to cut out the gluten.
Yeah, not fun.
Not fun, but she's getting through it, and her mom says it's tough because teenagers, they like to eat pizza and ice cream and all that stuff, and you gotta cut that out.
Yeah, you find it gluten-free, but it works somehow. Thanks, Jack.
One Hit Away brings us great advice and information on concussion treatment and prevention each week.
Here's Jill Cedibaka with this week's tip.
Sustain long-term brain healing by incorporating the following brain healing foods into your diet. Increase the amount of antioxidant fruits and vegetables. Eat lean proteins and food rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon. Include healthy fats such as coconut oil, avocado, and raw nuts. Choose organic when possible. Remember to always drink plenty of water and have a little dark chocolate as a treat. One Hit Away understands that your brain can change your game.
Coming up, Game 2 of the De Anta Division Tournament as Los Gatos meets Palo Alto.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 softball poll. Little Kickers is a great soccer program for your child. With coaches trained in child development theory, Little Kickers classes are tailored to meet the specific child's age and ability. This creative approach to coaching will have a positive impact on your child far beyond the soccer field. These fun, high-energy classes at the Silver Creek Sportsplex lead to children with strong physical skills who are well-balanced and confident. Classes are available now for ages 18 months to 9 years. Sign up for Little Kickers at the Silver Creek Sportsplex today.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So Hat-Trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
What's he doing? So you know how Dew's song is For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica? Yeah, sure.
He's trying to duplicate that exact sound.
Still sharp. Hey, nice work. Perfect.
It's that new changeup. Bob's still not gonna let him tour with Metallica.
We are real Falcons! We are Cadillac!
Back at the Plex with Game 2 in the best out of 3 game series in the De Anza Division tournament between Los Gatos and Palo Alto. The Los Gatos Wildcats won the first game on Tuesday 2-1.
And it was a thriller. The Cats could take the tournament title with a win on Thursday. The Vikings looking to keep their title hopes alive with a win as the teams met again Thursday afternoon. Big game for Palo Alto in this one, needing a game to stay alive in the best of 3 series. And in the first, it looked grim for Pali. Bases loaded for Los Gatos, but Alec Olmsted gets the Vikings out of the jam. Alex was on our show last week where he got watered on after beating Los Altos. He's getting Cal High Sports famous. Into the second, and Pali is threatening this time, but the chopper is fielded by Jake Holton, throw to Matt Hardiman, and that's a beautiful defensive play. On to the third, and the Vikings will make it stick this time. Owen playing back into right, Justin Hull comes in, and it's 1-0. A pass ball would make it 2-zip, then Max Jung Goldberg, Robert's favorite guy, smacks it to the fence in right center, way out in the tall grass. Justin Hull crosses the plate again, as does playing back, and it's 4-0. Runner on in the fourth for Los Gatos, but the chop is fielded by Riley Shobin at third with the bare hand. It's fired over to first where Justin Hull makes the play. Great defense from Riley. 5th inning now, and Palo Alto is at it again. Lawrence Hahn with the shot to left. That'll roll and roll and roll to a stop as who else? Justin Hull comes across to make it a 5-0 baseball game. 6th inning and more Pali Vikes. Riley Shobin is at third, pressure on the catcher, and it skips by. Riley in for a 6-0 lead. 7th inning now with the same score. Ball is hit hard to Ethan Stern. Stern finishes over to Hull. 6-0 final as Alec Olmsted and Nico Lilios team up for the complete game. Pali stays alive as the 2 squads are tied 1-1 in the best of 3 series.
The Brandon Bruins looking to send their seniors off in style as they host Piedmont Hills. The Pirates would get going early in the first. Mariah Zavala lays down the bunt that gets Shea Felix home. 1-0 Pirates. 2-0 now as Branham looks to answer in the bottom half of the inning as with a runner on, Xylee Augenstein splits the left center field gap. It's a double. Irene Wong scores to cut the Bruin deficit in half. Later in the inning, Rebecca Ralston makes the most of her senior day as she smacks one out to the wall and right, sliding in safely to second. Augenstein scores, and we're tied at 2-2. The Bruins not done yet in the first as Emily Martin comes up, and she sends this one to left that gets away from the defense. Ralston would come around to score the 3rd run of the inning, and it's a 3-2 Branham lead after 1. The score would stay that way all the way into the 7th when Freddie Carrillo digs in and launches one to the wall and left to start a Piedmont Hills threat. Jackie Lucido would make that double pay off as Jackie comes up and knocks it up the middle to score Carrillo, and we are tied once again. Bottom 7 now with a runner at third. Madison Ribeiro would lace one to second. That would be enough to get Courtney Danley home, and the Branham Bruins are walk-off winners as they vault themselves into a 3-way tie atop the Santa Teresa division, and the Bruins win it by a final of 4-3.
Newark Memorial warming up their arms before taking on Kennedy as the league season winds down. Top of the first, Newark came out with their bats firing. Savina Gonzalez connects, sending the ball down the left field line. Taylor Jerome comes in, and the Cougars were just getting started. Now up 4-0, still in the first. Lexi Sao pops the ball up to left. It falls fair. Maya Costa comes in, and it's 6-0 with a runner on and 1 out. Not letting up the Cougars, Gianna Rojo with a base hit up the middle. Desiree Herrera scores, increasing the lead to 9. Newark loving the left field line. Taylor Jerome with her second at bat in the first, plating Viviana Gomez, and there is runners on second and third. Still not done. Janisa Rojo hits the ball just hard enough. Aaliyah Buenrostro crosses the plate to go up 11, and the Cougars end the first up 13. Top of the second, Jacqueline Torres trying to get something started, and she does. Torres with both base hits in the game for Kennedy, but just 2 plays later, it's Savina Gonzalez with a beautiful throw to second for the out to end the inning. Kennedy continuing to fight, but just too much Cougars in this one. Janisa Rojo with a strikeout, and Newark Memorial wins the game with a final of 15-0 to stay undefeated in their league season.
Service by Medallion celebrates teamwork and teammates who partner together to make great plays. This week we honor the De Anza softball team. It's Miranda Moreno over to Alyssa Fabia, who throws it to Anna Cardenas at first. for the double play.
Great teamwork there. Justice Service by Medallion partners with its customers to provide great janitorial and facility support services for Silicon Valley's best companies.
The 12th annual World Games basketball tournament is coming up June 25th at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. The tournament for boys and girls ages 8 to 19 guarantees at least 3 games per team, a video game tournament, great food from around the world, and lots of fun. You can get more information by emailing hilltoppersacademy@ymail.com.
Coming up to the City League we go for Lowell and Balboa at AT&T Park.
And CCS playoff action in volleyball as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues.
Hi, my name's Tony Clifford, Chief Operating Officer at First National Bank of Northern California and former San Ignatius Wildcat.
Our bank is owned and operated locally by people who treat our customers like family. You can trust us to give your family or business the best banking services from a bank that's been around for over 50 years. And now we're in Sunnyvale at 425 South Matilda.
Try something old as something new at First National Bank of Northern California.
When an athlete is injured, you need the right help right away. StatMed Urgent Care has only experienced medical specialists on duty 7 days a week. With no appointment needed, on-site x-ray labs and private exam rooms, you'll receive the best possible care right away. For immediate medical issues to routine care, StatMed has 2 locations in downtown Lafayette and in the Pleasant Hill Concord area near the Sun Valley Mall. StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
Playing high school and college basketball taught me the value of teamwork while learning leadership and problem-solving skills. Sports are an excellent way for kids to prepare for the real world, as well as the importance of staying physically fit. I use these skills every day in my job as an officer with the San Jose Police Department. Being a police officer allows me to use what I have learned while serving my community.
Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. Be the force for greatness.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities. And by the San Jose Police Department. Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department.
The City League playing its final game this week at AT&T Park with perennial finalist Lowell taking on Balboa.
It's this week's game of the week, played right after Wednesday's Giants game, and our Taylor Lambert, who's a big Giants fan, he's always wearing that Giants hat. Pretty sick of that thing, but he was there.
Thank you, Robert. No Giants hat today, just a Cal High Sports Bay Area beanie on a windy AT&T Park night. It was cold. No score till the 4th, so that's where we'll start. Lowell at bat, and Joe Solomon pops it up to shallow center. Adam Gardy breaks for home and has to make a nifty play. Elusive young man. Elusivity scores a run. 1-0, and the Cardinals will add on in the inning. Matthew Sam, fundamental ball up the middle. Kyle Ron plated. Alex Bradshaw coming in hot, and it's 3-zip Cardinal. Balboa not sweating it though. Ethan Chu with the tough ball up the middle. That'll squirt away. David Butler is plated, and it's 3-1. Same score in the bottom of the 5th, and Gio Noori doesn't like that score. He thinks Balboa needs to add to that score. Ball to the wall, and Ian Chang comes in. Bucks only down 1 now, and then in the next at-bat, they will get that run. Jacob Wong slaps it to left. Gio Noori comes in, and Balboa comes all the way back to tie it at 3s. But as the lights came on in the big ballpark, the bats came out for Lowell. Adam Gardy, he likes to party. Alex Bradshaw is going to beat the throw, and the Cardinals take the lead. Then Joe Solomon works some more magic into triples. Alley results into a 2-run double. Joe also pitched the complete game in the 6-4 win for Lowell's 4th straight City League title 1 year after legendary coach John Donahue retires. The Lowell legacy lives on. Welcome to AT&T Park, home of the City League Championship. We're here with Lowell High School. They just won the whole thing. Let's meet these guys. All right, we're going to start with Adam Gardy. A great game for you guys. You know, 4th year in a row you take home the City League Championship. You drove in a couple game-breaking runs in there. You were a big part of the offense tonight. What were you thinking at the plate?
I was just trying to stay back on the ball and drive the ball up the middle, and that was about it.
You know, you guys go through the coaching change from last year to this year. Same coaching staff, but the new guys at the helm. How'd it go this year? Obviously, pretty well.
Well, yeah, they push us hard in practice every day, and we brought that to the field. And it really showed in all the confident approaches that we had today at the plate and the incredible pitching performance by Joseph Solomon.
Yeah, we'll get to Joe in a little bit, but it was a very lull baseball game today. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll go over to Matt Sam. You drove in 2 in that big 5th inning to kind of break it open and give you a 3-0 lead. What was kind of the methodology coming into this game here? What did you guys have to do?
Well, we just had to play with a lot of heart, and with that situation, I just had to go up there looking for that first pitch fastball, and I just drove it up the middle.
How'd it feel?
It felt great.
I'm sure it feels pretty good right now. We'll go over to our last guy we'll interview today, someone that's feeling very good tonight. We are with Joe Solomon. Complete game today. What was going on the mound today?
I just came out here, wanted to get my job done, put the team in a position to win, and that was it. We just came out and left it all on the field.
You know, your complete game today for you, and also you had the 2 RBIs in the 7th right there. What was going through your mind when you went up 3 runs? You're thinking, are we winning this thing?
I mean, you never really wanted to think that, but there was a thought in the back of the head. But we just came out there with the same mentality every inning that we wanted to keep adding. And yeah.
It seems like we know what everybody else thinks about you on the team right here. Thank you very much. Hey, Lowell High School, 4 years in a row. Take us out, guys.
St. Ignatius traveling to Lee in the 2nd round of the CCS D2 playoffs. The Longhorns with a quick start as Ben Vanderlouis sets it up for Quinn Baird, who finds a hole in the D and it's 7-5 Lee. But back comes SI as Will Gunn bumps it to John Salomini, who sets it to Ian Watts, who spikes it home, and the Wildcats take game 1. Game 2 now, and Lee's looking to answer as Michael Colton digs it to Vanderlouis, who floats it up for Connor Smith. More Longhorns, Logan Williams pounds it home, and Lee wins 25-18. Salavamini opens up in the 3rd with a strong serve, and that won't be returned for the ace. More Cats as Chris Oshie sends it to Salavamini, who sets it up for Nick Feiner, who makes no mistake as he spikes it down. Lee's defense would respond as the Cats are looking for more, but Vanderlouis times it perfectly and sends it right back to where it came from. Lee getting offensive now as Shane Murphy digs it to Vanderlouis, who sets it back to Josh Ferguson, who bangs it home, and Lee takes the 3rd 25-21. Longhorns looking to close it out in the 4th, but SI has other plans as Ryan Lau gets up for the high block, and the Cats rally for the 26-24 win. The 5th would belong to Lee, however, as Murphy goes to Vanderlouis, who this time finds Barrett, and he puts it down with authority. Match point now, and Colton digs to Vanderlouis, sets to Ferguson, who puts the exclamation mark on this one as the Lee Longhorns survive in 5 and advance to the semifinals of the CCS Division II bracket, with Vanderlouis and Ferguson leading the way. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week. This award honors student athletes who volunteer in the community.
Here are the 5 scholarship winners. These 5 were interviewed last week to determine how the $10,000 in scholarships will be divided. All 5 will receive their scholarship checks at our end of the season awards banquet, May 23rd. Congratulations to all 5. Great job.
Coming up to Santa Clara University for the final game in the West Catholic League tournament.
And we head to the hills with the Berkeley mountain bike team next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities.
St. Francis and Sarah tied for the league title in the regular season, and we're looking to meet again in the league tournament to settle a score.
The title game played at Schott Stadium at the University of Santa Clara Thursday night. Our good friend Peter Hewitt with the St. Francis faithful as the Lancers take on Sarah. No score top of the 3rd as Andrew Martinez shoots a rocket past 3rd. Scoring is Kyle Joy. Racing around 3rd is scoring is Jeremy Idens, and the Lancers have a 2-0 lead. Idens looking for more here with this blast, but look at Tyler Villaroman lay out and make a spectacular catch. Bottom 4th, and the Padres get going. Bases loaded for Angelo Bordelin, and Angelo sends it deep to center field all the way to the wall. Scoring is Chris Underwood. Here comes Hunter Bishop, and we are tied at 2-all. Still in the 4th as Jack Morey sends this one to left, and it's going to fall just fair. Thomas McCarthy scores. He liked that, and it's 3-2 Padres. Still in the 4th, 1st and 3rd for Kyle Rao, who lofts it to shallow center field. That'll work as Nick Neck scores, and the Padres have a 4-2 lead. The Lancers finally do get out of the inning. A fine play at second by Ricky Martinez, who throws quickly to Andrew Martinez for the out. More great defense here. This time it's Kyle Rao out in right field, racing toward the line and making an amazing catch. Up 5-2 now. Padres get an insurance run here as Nick Neck sends it up the middle. A tough play as Neck beats the throw, allowing Billy Gatt to score. 6-2 Serra Padres. Chris Apicechea was great on the mound for the Padres. He goes the distance and gets the final out right there, and Chris was happy about it as the Serra Padres win a share of the regular season title and the league tournament title. 6-2 was the final.
Freedom continuing to honor their late coach Scott Lunger in a first-place battle with Heritage. Bottom one, Vanessa Strong rips one back up the middle. Coming in to score is Marissa Gonzalez, and it is 1-0 Falcons. Next batter is Bria Barra, and she follows suit with another base hit. This one gets by the fielder. That allows Cheyenne Colburn to trot home and Gabby Moreno to score all the way to first, Ibarra into second. That was really all the support Strong needed. Great command of her rise ball led to 9 strikeouts on this day. She was also benefiting by some great defense. Here is Kalissa Hine flashing some leather at third for the out. Patriots playing some defense of their own. Reina Alvarez makes the great stop at third, fires to Tammy Lee Barbadillo at second for one over to Riley Ellen for the double play. Alvarez added again here in the fourth, a diving stab at first and completes the play with a rocket to first. But this day belonged to the Strong and the Falcons. The sophomore turning in a complete Game 1 hitter for Freedom as they go on to win by a final score of 3-0, pulling them even with Heritage in the Bay Valley League standings. Each week we go inside Cal High sports with athletes who are outstanding for a variety of reasons.
Our Taylor Lambert has come down off the mountain with the story of the Berkeley mountain biking team.
It was tough out there.
I'm sure it was.
The Berkeley mountain bike team is the oldest organized mountain bike team in the state. Starting with 4 athletes, in 1998 the squad has grown to over 40 trail riders on this year's roster. We catch up with the Yellow Jackets as they dive once again into the hills of Berkeley.
The Berkeley Hills are alive today as the Berkeley High mountain bike team tears up the trails.
Berkeley High Mountain Bike Team is the first team in the country for high schoolers to do mountain biking as an extracurricular sport. We started in 1998.
We're really close to each other. Every year we just get new riders, and like after the first few practices, we all bond with each other. And it's even though the team keeps growing to get bigger and bigger, we're still just one really close big family.
Well, just, I don't know, best decision I've ever made in my life, and yeah, it's gonna stay with me forever.
In 1998, the team started with just 4 athletes, and from that team branched the National Interscholastic Cycling Association, which is now in 10 states containing 19 leagues and thousands of riders, all spawned from the Berkeley mountain bike team all those years ago.
We get kids that are just starting, and we get kids that are riding at the elite level. And so as coaches, it's interesting to sort of bring all different levels and interests into the same program.
We have 45 kids out, and we really just enjoy getting out on the trails, having fun, being responsible.
It's more about fun than actually winning and competing. You're trying to just kind of grow and become a better person, and it's not about earning the most points and stuff. It's about having fun. And there's not a lot of sports out there like that, which is cool.
It's been great. It's really shaped my high school career. I would say just the motivation of riding with other people and always competing and just being very motivated to do well has shaped how I've been in school.
The Yellow Jackets are a non-cut team, so they attract all different skill levels of riders.
I think mountain biking is a draw for individuals who don't see themselves in a normal team atmosphere. It lets them sort of express themselves.
You can kind of always do it, basically. You don't have to wait on a bench or do stuff like that. And during practice, you're always riding your bike. You're not waiting to get the ball or whatever. And it is kind of still a team sport because when you race, points count towards the team as an overall, but it's also very individual, and everybody's going for their own goals.
Not to mention, it's a tough sport. The Berkeley Hills are exactly that. Very hilly.
When I go to practice, I'm okay. I know it's super hard. I always have bleeding here, bleeding there, or bruise here, bruise there. But it makes me stronger, so it's worth it.
Well, it's different on the uphill versus the downhill. The uphill, you just kind of space out and just keep going, or you talk with someone. And that's the best part about riding with a team, is you can kind of make the climbs a little less painful by talking with someone.
For me, it's like super new thing for me, and it's really hard and tiring, but I have so much fun here.
Now, Berkeley's fostered a great environment around the mountain bike team. They have a host of coaches as well, and they all do a great job. For every 6 riders, there is 1 coach. It's fun, it's safe, and a great experience. The Berkeley mountain bike team, keep it up, guys.
Yeah, doing a great job. Thanks, Taylor, for all that treasuring around the mountain.
Oh yeah, a lot of hiking up and down. Yeah.
Very good.
All right, Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field. This week, doing the dirty work is Middy's Erica Yeager. Erica laying out with a dive to tag the bag and get the out at first. Erica doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions.
Lots of ways to keep in touch with us during the week. You can find all of the elements to our show on our YouTube site. There's a tab right there on the site at calhighsportsbayarea.com. Be sure to subscribe while you're there to get updates on new videos.
You can buy DVD copies of every game you see on the show tonight. Just go to our calhighsportsbayarea.com website and order your game right there. And of course, follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at calhighsportsba. We now have more than 11,000 followers, and don't forget about Facebook. Coming up, the West Catholic League final in softball.
And later, Mountain View battles Monta Vista for the El Camino Division title as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues. Club Sport at the Silver Creek Sportsplex is fitness for the entire family. Mom can feel secure in one of 120 individual fitness classes while the children play in the Child Care Center or learn to swim in the Club Sport pool. Dad gets a great workout in the state-of-the-art cardio and weight training area. Classes range from Zumba to aquatics and everything in between. No matter what your fitness goals are, Club Sport welcomes everyone. Club Sport San Jose has something for the entire family. Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers' new stadium and for the new Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, and Mitty wanted the very best, on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
I definitely got a lot faster. A couple days after I did my first class, I improved my 60 time at a showcase by 0.3 seconds, which is outstanding. Well, definitely working on the form component. I usually run upright where you're supposed to have your chest at a 45-degree angle. We worked on that and worked on it until I could actually feel myself when I did something wrong. But definitely that improved 60 time helped, and a lot of coaches came up to me and talked to me after that. It doesn't matter whether you're the biggest guy or the smallest guy in the gym. You're always treated the same, and it's just a great place to be.
Here's an opportunity for San Jose. Perez Garcia. He's got Shea Salinas. Gets by one man. The shot! Oh my goodness! Chris Wondolowski! Goal San Jose!
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monta Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex where the Mount Hamilton Division played its tournament this week, Leland and Westmont the top 2 seeds.
The Warriors won the regular season title, and we're looking for more in our second Togo's Monster game, and our Jack Washer was there.
The script has gone according to plan in this tournament as the #1 and #2 seeds Leland and Westmont meet for the right to be Mount Hamilton Division champions. The Warriors are led by Hunter Shilperu, and Hunter has been pretty much the player of the year in this league, hitting well over 400 and having a sub-2 ERA. Even if he doesn't pitch today, he figures to make a giant impact. And for Leland, they have a young sophomore catcher, Albert Shaw, and Albert has done well this season behind the plate. A final tune-up for the CCS playoffs, but only one team will leave today as Mount Hamilton Division champs.
Charging out of the gates early was Leland. It's Shaw back up the middle. That placed Jake Dermer to make it 2-0, and Leland would score 3 in the inning. Top 2, same score. Dermer up with runners on second and third, and he hooks one into the left field corner. Doug White and Chris Kim score, and that made it 5-0 Chargers early on. but Westmont would grind this one out. Bottom 2. Jake DeFiore splits the gap and races in for an RBI double as Evan Phillips scores to make it 5-1. A couple batters later, Troy Rottler executes a perfect squeeze play. DeFiore scores to make it 5-2. Bottom 3, DeFiore at the plate once again, and he comes through once again. This time a single through the 5-6 hole. Skillport scores to cut the lead to 5-3. The comeback continues. Bottom 4, Skillport smacks one to center for an RBI single. Ethan Go scores, and that cut the lead to 1. Then the Warriors go back to small ball. Giovanni Bessio lays down the bunt, and Adam Brockett with a great slide to get under the tag, and that ties the game. Still in the 4th, Tyler Lunsford gives Westmont the lead for good. With an RBI single to left, the Warriors bat around and strike for 6 in the 4th to take a 9-5 lead. Bottom 6, Littlemore Insurance. Brockett splits the alley in right center. Go and Rottler score on the 2-run double, and the Warriors go for 11 unanswered runs and sweep the regular season and tournament titles. Final score 11-5. Afterwards, Brockett explained what woke the team up.
We were a little down, a little dead. Coaches kind of were yelling at us to get in the game. Players were kind of getting mad at each other, but you know, we were just trying to get back in the game, and our hitting made us energetic in the dugout, and we just kept that mentality throughout the game.
In Campbell with the Togo Monster Game, I'm Jack Washer, Cal High Sports, Bay Area.
First round NCS girls lacrosse action, Carondelet and Daugherty Valley. The Cougars come out firing. Jazzy Erickson flying down the right side, cuts into the teeth of defense, gets a shooting area and puts it home to put the Cougars from Carondelet out in front. Erickson on the break once again, but this time playing distributor. She locates a cutting Brianna Dunn, who rips it home 4-1 Carondelet. The Cougars continuing to put the foot on the gas. Sophie Pinella goes to Katie Coops, and Coops goes to the cutting Mia Maloney, who goes top shelf for the goal. Daugherty Valley looking to come back off the restart. It's Mia Banducci firing to Michaela Lopez for the jump goal. But Carondelet would continue to pour it on second half, and Coops finding Maloney once again for the goal. And then to cap it off, watch this one. We go tic-tac-toe. Done to Coops to Maloney. They make it look so easy, and the Cougars roll in this one. Final score 17-4. The Cougars moving on to the quarterfinals in the NCS playoffs. The Westmont boys volleyball team had an outstanding season and entered the CCS playoffs this week.
Yeah, the Warriors taking time from their preparation to meet with our Ryan Black at the Rikus Center this week.
We're here at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park on Edison Way. The Rikus Center, where goals are achieved.
And here they are, the CCS-bound Westmont Warriors volleyball team. Let's meet them. I'm here with senior outside hitter Jake Ehrenberg. Jake, last year not a great season for you guys, only 4-6 in league. This year 9-3 in league. What's been the total turnaround for the team this year?
This year I'd say that we played more together. You know, last year was kind of it was tough for everybody to kind of get their heads in the game for an extended run. But this year we really, you know, kind of bound together as a team, a lot more, you know, together, like I said. And yeah, it's gone great for us this season.
Indeed, it has. And in the middle, I'm with T.C. Wagner, just a sophomore. T.C. was a freshman on varsity last year, didn't see a ton of the court. What's been the difference this year in your sophomore season to being more of an impact player for the team?
I don't know. Coach put me in the lineup, so I just tried to do my best and help out the guys, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes all it takes is your chance, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And finally, I'm over here with Isaiah Redleski. He is the captain of the Westmont Warriors. Isaiah, you're back in the playoffs, 6th seed in the playoffs. What's it going to take for this team to make sure that you make it through a very tough Division II bracket?
I think we just need to work hard and just continue what we've been doing. We've had a bit of a setback with our outside hitter being injured, but I think we can do it. I think we can come back and pull off a successful year.
Great. Well, we will certainly keep a close eye on these Westmont Warriors in their quest for a CCS Division II crown. Warriors, the floor is yours.
Coming up, Mountain View and Monte Vista take the field.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 baseball poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring the Volunteer Scholarship Award. 5 scholarships worth a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet, and by the Reicha Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
It all comes down to this. Mountain View and Monte Vista playing for the league title this week. The two teams coming into the game tied for first place.
And there was still one game to play, but the winner of this game would be the likely league champ.
A little knitting to calm the nerves during this game for the league title. First inning, Mountain View gets on the board. The runner takes off as Brian Rao hammers this one to deep left center. Rounding third and heading for home is Cullen Blanchfield. The Spartans up 1-0. Runner at first for Monte Vista as Andrew Ding singles to right. Out there is Rao, who comes up firing as the runner tries for third. The throw is perfect. Matt Cepeda with the tag, and he is out, and Rao is fired up. Mountain View threatening in the second. 2-on as Eric Wong lays down a perfect bunt, and the bases are loaded, but the Spartans would not score. A big reason right here as Monte Vista catcher Ryan Granzella nails the runner drifting off third. Monte Vista with a runner at third as Ding slaps it to the right side. A tough chance at second, and the ball gets through. That allows Alan Iwamoto to score, and we're tied at 1-1. Runner at second for the Mats in the bottom of the fifth as Brendan Hughes sends a blistering shot to left. The runner from second is going to try and score. The throw from Jack Banks and left is money. A one-hop strike to Blanchfield. Top of the seventh, and Matt Cepeda gets it going with a scorching liner just past the leaping second baseman. Then with 2 out, Jacob Orlov gets the game-winning hit. It's a looping liner to right. Cepeda scores. The Spartans close it out right here as pitcher Steven Scheinert gets the batter to fly out to left. Banks makes the catch, and the Spartans celebrate the El Camino Division title with a 2-1 victory.
The Midi Monarchs facing presentation in the West Catholic League title game. Bottom 1, Monarchs getting the bats going early. Lauren Lopez executed the bunt to perfection. She is plenty safe at first. And then it's Lindsay Gabot liking what she sees for the base hit, putting runners on the corners for Midi. Shout out to Lindsay, who got hurt later in the inning. Hope you are feeling better. Lopez would score off a Jaeger hit, and here is Kaylin Stewart going right up the middle. Jaeger comes home, and the Monarchs are up 2-0 after 1. Top second runner on for presentation, Gabrielle Stevens gets one through the gap. Carolyn Scott's on third, Stevens on first. 2 outs for presentation. The ball is hit. Alyssa Valdez does a nice job staying with it and completing the throw to Jaeger for the out to end the inning. Bottom 4, Monarchs looking for more. Lauren Lozano liking what she sees. Lozano getting things going for the Monarchs. Runner on third, it's Lopez with the chopper, beating the throw to first. Marissa Ramos crosses home for the Monarchs. And then it's Mackenzie Thorpe sending the ball down the right field line. Lopez comes in from third, and there was no looking back from there. The Midi Monarchs win with the final of 7-0 and are your West Catholic Athletic League champs. DGDG.com is with us every week, featuring a play that made everyone happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Mountain View Spartans. In a tight game, the Spartans get the final out to clinch a share of the El Camino title, and they were pretty happy about it in this week's Be Happy play. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the play of the week. Here's one of the contenders. We'll announce the winner next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reicha Center.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sugawara, and today's training tip is a resist rotation. So you're going to start with your hands out in front of your chest with your arms straight. And in this movement, you want to make sure you're activating your core to resist the tension. Now, to make this more dynamic, we can have a little turn away to create more tension, and then slowly return back to the starting position.
The winner of the play of the week will receive an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet, May 23rd at Levi Stadium, thanks to the San Francisco 49ers.
Here it is, the play of the week.
Play of the week.
We start with Ethan Stern. He finishes off the game with a double play and, of course, a high five after with Riley Shobin. The Spartans' Brian Rao doing his job in the outfield. Brian showing off his arm with a throw to third for the out. Way to go, Brian. Check out the Colts' Jordan Soto. He barehands a throw to James Collier at first, who then goes to Justin Berry at third for the double play. Out to the West Catholic League final, Kyler Rao hustling to make the diving catch in right field. Heading to AT&T Park for the City League final, Joe Solomon with a pop to shallow center, but it's Adam Gardy with the nifty moves to tag home and score for Lowell. Another barehanded throw, this time from Riley Shobin at third to Justin Hull at first, and he's out! Lots of great plays coming from the West Catholic League final. Here is Ricky Martinez with the terrific grab and pass to Andrew Martinez. Ricky making it look far too easy. And the final play of the week winner coming to the banquet is Tyler Villaroman. Tyler laying out to make the catch for Sarah. Hope you have a suit and tie ready because you're coming to the banquet.
That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Join us next week when we meet the lacrosse team from Doherty Valley and have CCS playoff coverage. We'll see you then.